Mimi nimenyamaza, mimi nimewavumilia, lakini mahali imefika. Enough is enough.
Whether President Ruto is fighting real enemies or shadow boxing ghosts, this is his fiercest political brawl yet. Just hours after #WeAreAllKikuyus exploded online to counter alleged state-fueled profiling of central Kenya, it also follows 48 hours of Sabasaba protests rocking 17 counties with chaos, deaths, and goons looting businesses, especially in central Kenya. Now, ex-Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has scoffed at claims that the opposition is plotting to topple Ruto, while the president himself has ordered police to shoot to MAIM protesters. This drama is wild.
Mtu kama huyo apigwe risasi miguu, aende hospitali akienda kotini. Wasimuue lakini wapige hii miguu ivunjike ndio aende kotini, aende hospitali akienda kotini.
Kenya is at a breaking point. President William Ruto has declared attacks on security forces a declaration of war against the nation, ordering police to shoot protesters in the legs. With 31 dead in a single day and the UN sounding alarms, the streets are chanting Ruto must go. What is driving this crisis? On July 9th, 2025, President William Ruto sent shockwaves across Kenya with a fiery address. After protests rocked Nairobi and 16 other counties, he ordered police to shoot protesters, targeting businesses in the legs to incapacitate them, saying, don't kill them, but ensure their legs are broken.
Mtu ambaye anachukua moto, anaenda kuchoma biashara ya mtu, anaenda kuchoma mali ya watu wengine. Mtu kama huyo apigwe risasi miguu, aende hospitali akienda kotini. Wasimuue lakini wapige hii miguu ivunjike ndio aende kotini, aende hospitali akienda kotini.
He called any attack on security forces a declaration of war against Kenya, vowing to firmly crush unrest.
Those who attack our police, those who attack our security men and women, those who attack our security installations, including police stations, that is a declaration of war. That is terrorism. We are going to deal with you firmly.
His words have sparked outrage, with critics accusing him of escalating violence in a nation already on edge. The cost of this unrest is devastating. The Kenyan National Commission on Human Rights reports 31 people were killed during Monday's protests, with over 100 injured and 532 arrested across major cities. Among the victims, a 12-year-old pupil in Kiambu hit by a stray bullet while at home. The KNCHR calls the death toll deeply troubling, documenting widespread looting and property destruction. Yet, Kenya's police claim only 11 died, raising serious questions about accountability and transparency. In his Wednesday address, Ruto doubled down, insisting that Kenya cannot and will not be ruled through threats, terror, or chaos. He urged rivals to wait for the 2027 elections, declaring that change can only come through the ballot.
Kwanza niliona ati wanasema ati sasa hawatangojea 2027 ati tupige kura. Ati wanataka kupanga fujo. Ati wapange maandamano. Ati wachome mali ya watu. Ati walete maafa Kenya. Ati ndio wapindue serikali ya Kenya kabla ya 2027. Mimi nataka niwaambie wajaribu. Watajua hawajui. Kenya ni nchi ya demokrasia. Hamuwezi kutuambia ya kwamba mnaweza kupanga fujo ati mpindue serikali ya Kenya. Tafuteni vizuri. Hii fujo yote wananiletea. Mbona hawakuletea Kibaki? Mbona hawakuletea Uhuru? Mimi nimenyamaza, mimi nimewavumilia, lakini mahali imefika. Enough is enough. You can call me whatever names you want to call me, but I will make sure that there is peace and stability in Kenya by all means possible.
Addressing the press on Wednesday, an hour after Ruto's statement, Gachagua said the one-term movement is not seeking to seize power unconstitutionally. He said, "We want to advise you, Ruto, that the one-term movement is not getting you out of power outside the constitution."
To advise you that the one-term movement is not getting you out of power outside the constitution. Mr. President, nobody wants to throw you. Nobody wants to overthrow your government. Nobody wants you out of power through unconstitutional means. Mr. President, I and the people we work with are on record. We want to remove you from State House through the ballot in 2027. This narrative you are creating that there is an attempt to overthrow your government is for you to have the opportunity to use a terrorism act to profile communities and to persecute leaders who are opposed to your administration. Please relax. We want you to serve your one term. Nobody wants you out of government unconstitutionally. Nobody has any plan to overthrow your administration, Mr. President. We want to face you on the ballot in August 2027. So just relax and stop crying wolf that anybody wants you out of office unconstitutionally. There is no leader here who is planning a coup, and none has the capacity. And nobody is interested. Yes, Mr. President, we agree there were other presidents before you, as you have rightly stated. And true, they never went through what you are experiencing today. May it please you to know that the reason why Kenyans rarely had problems with them, Mwai Kibaki and Uhuru Kenyatta were guided by the Constitution and the rule of law. They did not capture our constitutional institutions to work for them instead of working for Kenyans. They never killed children. They never attempted to build churches in State House. They never organized militias to destroy people's property and kill them. That is why you have a problem. And we also want to remind you that Mwai Kibaki had a difficult time from you, William Ruto. Videos are everywhere. You cannot say that Mwai Kibaki did not face resistance. It's on record that you gave hell to President Kenyatta for 5 years. So it is hypocritical for you to allege that Mwai Kibaki and Uhuru Kenyatta had a very easy time. Most of the problems Mwai Kibaki and Uhuru Kenyatta had came from yourself, and it's on record.
The world is also watching. The UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, through spokesperson Ravina Shamdasani, condemned Kenyan police for using lethal ammunition, rubber bullets, tear gas and water cannons against protesters. Human rights groups like Amnesty Kenya and the KNCHR are demanding independent investigations into the killings and arbitrary arrests. Reports of hospital raids where attackers stole medical equipment and harassed staff have further fueled the circus. As Kenya stands at a crossroads, the question remains, can dialogue prevail or will violence define the future? With the 2027 elections looming, the youth's opposition and Ruto's government are locked in a high-stakes battle. One thing is clear, Kenyans are demanding change and they are not backing down. What do you think? Can Kenya find peace or is more unrest on the horizon? Drop your thoughts in the comments.